everybody, this is Artifactuality. My name is Undisclosed and I'm here with another video so soon. Oh my god. So I'm going to tell you all a little story about my little book burning session. Yay! Now, basically the story goes, when I was in high school I had this diary. Rewind further back than that. So when I was in high school I was absolutely obsessed with the Slender Man and some general creepypastas, but mostly just the Slender Man, okay? There was this Slender blog that I was reading, so, you know, where people, like, talk about, oh no, the Slender Man's chasing me, oh no, my friends are dying, oh no, I'm going to hell. Just those Slender blogs where everything is chaos and ruin, and Slender Man's out to get you, blah, blah, blah. Now, one character, I don't usually do this, but I bought this little, A5 or less-ish, black moleskine journal because one character I was reading about had a black moleskine journal. I'm like, I want one of those too. Like, I never do that. I never get something because someone else has it and I'm like, I want that. But I did. This one time I got this journal, I started writing in it, right? And for all intents and purposes, I think everything in it was fairly innocuous. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that word first, actually. I don't want a case of penguin, alright? Not today, Benedict Cumberbatch, okay? Okay, we're good. So this was just a regular old sort of diary that I was writing about my life as I go along and do things, and like, fast forward about 1 year to a year and a half, and I'm looking through my bookshelf going, alright, I need to chuck some crap out, and what do I find but my little black moleskine journal? And the most wonderful, amazing, what the hell thing happened. Where I was, right, when I was looking for it, in terms of emotions and stability and whatever, comparatively was like up here, and past me was like down in the freaking pits, right, comparatively. Or something, I don't know, but somehow this journal just gave off such a tangibly evil vibe. Like, it just had this sort of force field around it practically. It just like blasted me. Like, you know, cursed objects, you know, cursed artifacts, like old, like, you know, rings and creepy dolls and whatever. This was practically a cursed object because it was just so tangibly evil. I don't know how. Okay. When I picked the book up, because, you know, in all my curiosity, I want to read this book again, see what was going on in my life, and I picked this book up, I felt almost physically punched in the gut, because it was that strong of an energy, and like, I don't really get this so much, right? Like, maybe some crystals or some, like, things or whatever give off a vibe, but this was, like, the worst thing I'd ever touched, I'd ever made contact with. Like, I don't know how. Now, I started leafing through that, reading my past entries, like, why is this such a bad vibe from this diary? I only remember, like, 2 or 3 entries, right? And they were fairly innocuous, fairly, you know, just run-of-the-mill, innocent crap. I think the first entry was some random thing about ducks. Like, there's ducks at school, there's new ducklings, I'm looking at ducks, like, okay. There was a thing about, like, the first Slender Man dream I ever had, which, like, you know, blew my freaking socks off. That's, like, a whole nother story in itself. I'm sorry, this is so cringe, oh my god. So, most of the stuff, you know, everything I remember was really innocuous, for the most part, and it read pretty much like a normal diary. But for whatever reason, I felt like I was getting, you know, sucked into a freaking vortex of negative crap. It's just like, it's not good. At this point, I'm only just, like, keeping my head above water, energetically speaking, and like, oh my god. Like, the book was so bad, you know what I decided to do? I decided to burn it in the fireplace, on the spot. Obviously, with care for the environment, I ripped the contents out and chucked the cover in the trash. But I took the contents and just chucked it into the fire and burnt it, and that is one of my biggest regrets in life. That is how much I want to know today what was written in that book, because I don't remember. I just don't remember. I know past me was curious at the same thing, and past me decided, you know what, this is fine, I don't need this, and just burnt it. I would like to sit my past me down and go like, excuse me, did you think about future me? So, you know, fast forward to today. To today of all days. Now, a few days ago, I was with a friend they're throwing out some art supplies. It's like, cool, alright, I'll take some of that. What is in their art supplies but this wonderful black visual diary? And I'm like, like, just for reference, this book affected me so, not this one obviously, but you know, the black journal affected me so bad that I vowed to never write anything negative in any journal or diary ever again, just in case. That is how bad it affected me. After I recovered from writing that, I did start another diary eventually. I wrote it all in the Toki Pona language, like this cutesy little 120 word art language, and I did it like all positive stuff and positive thinking, and I just avoided the negative stuff with a freaking like 2-foot pole. I just avoided it because that's how badly the previous one affected me, right? But I'm sitting here today, and today I was thinking, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I want to see what I can do. But at the same time, I don't know. I probably shouldn't. It's a bad idea. You know, write all of your thoughts into a book. I never used to write all my thoughts either. Like, I always have the assumption that if it's in a physical copy, someone could possibly read it. Even if I'm like gone and dead and like some ancient historian unravels a random book, it's like my thoughts could still be out there somewhere, so I don't write all my thoughts in journals. But you know what? Maybe I should start. This is terrible, obviously. So that's one thing. The other thing that's a little more on the light side that I would like to share with you guys is this is my book of stars. I've not written in it much at all, but there's this wonderful lady, Sylvia Hartman. I'll put a link to one of the videos, but the idea is that you write a book of really important memories in your life that are just really, really positive. You don't write the whole memory, just like a little blurb to kind of joke your mind. I've actually not written in this for ages now. Anyway, that is the story of how I burnt a book I severely regret burning, how I have the option of trying again, but also maybe I shouldn't, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching this random little ramble, and see you in the next one, if there is, which there might be, but I can't guarantee. Bye!